Hey everybody, welcome to my game. Codename Turf Kings, Brawl Turfs. One of those. I haven't settled on a name yet. But working on a multiplayer RPG where you can decide your build and there's no class system. So you get to pick what your class wants to do. So if we look here in the character sheet, we've got strength, dexterity, vitality. Red magic and blue magic are our offensive spells. Yellow magic is buff school of magic. White magic is another buff, but it's focused on healing. And black magic is a debuff school of magic. So see what we've got going on here is all of these weapons are only tier 1, so they don't have any requirements on them. But our gear, this is the Primus set, the black set that we've got here. It's got no requirements on it, Vitality 1 as you can see. But then Sagus is the second set. This is like leather armor. It requires 10 Vitality. 10. And now we can put on the Sagus set. And as you can see, we can't equip the Trigus set because we don't have the right Vitality. But if we grant ourselves 20 Vitality, now we can wear the shiny Trigus set. And basically what that does is it makes you invest points into Vitality instead of Dex, Strength, Red, Blue, etc. And so the tankier you are, the less damage you deal, or the less spells are available to you, or the less attack speed you have, or lower move speed. It's a trade-off. Depending on how you want to build your character, you've got to trade off different things to get the right kind of build for a character. So for example, this multiplayer character over here, Fred, if I switch items on him, you can see that they update instantly over the network. And Fred here is wearing the Primus set. So if you ran into a character like Fred, you would expect him to do a lot of damage, and you would also expect to almost one-hit him. But if you ran into a character here like Red, then Red you would expect to deal very little damage on, and you would expect him to deal a small amount of damage as well. So kind of the idea is you'd think that meta would be sort of in the middle here. That way you get your Sagus set, and then you get, a bunch of stat points and dexterity too. And keep in mind, these stats aren't final. The Trigus is probably going to be 200 vitality, and Sagus is probably going to be 100 vitality, just because we get 10 points per level. So that's kind of a lot of points. So, yeah. And then you're probably wondering what all these are. These are just placeholders for gear. See if I pick this up. That's Primus legs. Little bug in the inventory there. And this is Sagus stuff. And then that's Trigus, the stuff I've already picked up. And this is his cape. Yeah, my inventory's having trouble loading when I get a new item. I'll have to fix that. But see, we can drop the cape on the ground, pick it up on Fred, and now Fred has a cape that Red just gave to him. So there's effectively trading. These green items here I'm calling green honors, and these can upgrade your gear. So +1, as you can see, everything that's available to upgrade got highlighted, and +2. So there's scaling on here, but there we go. At +3 you get +4 defense for on a 100% piece. Yeah. So not only do you want your character to have a nice build, but you also want your gear to be a nice plus, and you want to roll a nice percentage. And yeah, I think it'll be a whole lot of fun. We're just gonna be testing builds all the time. Probably give free restats and reskills so that we can see a major variety of builds. And yeah. So yeah, that's the game so far. Next steps are combat. Based on your weapon, we're going to change animations and combat styles. And then the monsters. We've already got 2 monsters ready to go. And then after monsters, we're going to create some PvP zones and give it some resources that players might find valuable to take over those PvP zones with. But yeah, that's the game so far. I'm starting a Kickstarter, so look in the description. Maybe you'll find a link, and maybe you'll want to support. But, anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope you like what I've got going on, and maybe we'll play together sometime soon. Peace.